Alrighty, so this trick that I have crafted and perfected that's going to help you get your speed, your acrobatics, and your athletics all the way up into the billions. Yes, billions. And I heard that you NYs want to be just as fast or jump just as high as I can. And I'll be more than happy to show you because I have received a lot, and I mean a lot, of feedback. And with Todd's permission, let's begin. To begin, we want to start by going to Crag Spire. So this is where Crag is on the map right here. A little zoom out, And then our little relative is Bruma. Bruma is right across right here, as you can see right there. Nice and beautiful. But now we're going to head over to Crag, the most beautiful, tallest tower in all the lands, and zoom our way right on up there. Zoom faster, faster than anything can render in. I don't know who Drill is, but why does he have mountains? Upon entering, you're going to find this nice little book right here. Go ahead and read it. Reading it will start the quest. Read it, don't read it, I don't know, just open it, blah, blah, blah. After that, this door right here will open up for you, and you're going to make your way through here. Probably not as fast as I am. I don't know why I'm zooming. But we have 3 little altars right here. We have the enchanting and then the spell making altar, the one that we're looking for. If this is your first time activating these, you will need some candles for these. In order to find those, you'll get them from the chick, I don't remember her name, but she's over at Mystic Emporium in the Imperial City Marketplace. The first spell that we're going to be working on is going to be our Fortify spell. So first, pick what attribute or skill you want to do. Right now, we're going to go with speed. So I'm going 100 points in the magnitude, skipping area, doing touch, and I'm doing 10 seconds. Next up is your command creature spell. So we're going to click that. We're going to do touch, magnitude of 23 to keep it at level 5, and then duration of 10. The last part for this spell is going to be a weakness to magic. We're going to click that. We're going to do touch 100 magnitude, and then we're going to set the duration to also 10 seconds. And then that will complete this spell. After completing that, we're going to go ahead and give it a nice little name. A good little trick for spells to keep them at the bottom of your inventory is to start the name off with Z. So we'll go with Z Speed 1 on this one. I think that should give it a pretty good. Alrighty, and now for the second spell that you're going to make it exactly identical to how we made the first one. We're going to do our fortified whatever skill or attribute on touch for 100 magnitude and duration of 10 seconds. We're going to do the command creature on touch for 23 magnitude to keep it at level 5, and then keep that at 10 seconds as well. And then we're going to do the weakness of magic, 100 magnitude, touch, and then 10-second duration. We want to make it exactly identical to that first spell that we just made. Alright, and after that's complete, we're going to go ahead and give this one a nice little name. Name our God's creation right quick. For this one, we're going to keep the Z and the speed, but we're going to keep it with 2 to keep it nice and orderly. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to my magic and my inventory and show you the spells. So you want to keep them exactly identical, just a separate name. That's all. Alright, and for the third spell on this is going to be our absorb spell. This is how we're going to absorb all of that speed that we're stacking on. So we're going to go to absorb attribute like we're doing speed, 100 magnitude, but the duration will be for 15 seconds. Keep that in mind. Next up is going to be the command creature. We're going to do that on touch with 23 magnitude to also keep it at level 5 still, but 15-second duration. And then that's it for this third spell. We'll go ahead and give it a name. As you're about to see, I obviously cannot spell, so my dumb little MY self accidentally named this one 4, which we haven't even got to the 4th spell yet. So make sure you try to name this one 3 or however you're trying to keep your order. Alrighty, so a status check. We're going to go over to these spells in our inventory. So this is how they should be looking so far, minus the names. Please ignore my dumb self. Alrighty, now for the 4th and final spell. This one's going to be the easiest one to make. It's just super simple. It's one thing. We're going to do a summon creature spell. So whichever creature you want. I do skeleton because it's always the less mana. So just click on summon whatever creature. Set the duration to 120 seconds because that gives you time to stack those spells onto whichever creature you're stacking it onto. And then we're going to give this one a name. This is where I'm going to correct myself. I'm going to name this one 3, which should be 4, whichever. However you guys want to do it. I don't care, honestly. Just please ignore my dumb self. Alrighty, now let's go over to our inventory, make sure all of these are looking right. We have 1 through 4 right here, and all of yours should be looking around the same. Please pause, look at them, do whatever you need to do. Alright, and now for the juicy part, what all of that preparation work has gone into. We're now going to stack all of those spells we just made onto our summoned skeleton or whichever creature you did. What I like to do is just assign this stuff into my hotbar, so it's just easier to cast and all of that stuff. Next up, I just want to go ahead and show you my base stats right now for what I have before I even do any of this spell stacking. As you can see, I have 100 on my speed, agility, and such, and then over on my athletics it's 63, and then 100 on acrobatics. But we're about to change that really soon. Alright, once you have your skeleton summoned, you want to start by stacking the spells. You'll start with the speed 1, or however you have it named, summon or cast that one. Then you're going to cast your speed 2, switch back to your speed 1, switch back to speed 2, switch back to speed 1, speed 2, and then just do that on so until you feel like you get a good little area of improvement. What I like to do is I like to cast each one 20 times, so after casting about 20 times, you'll get around the billions. Anything less than that, it's a little iffy. I will go ahead and speed this up though, because I'm sure you guys do not want to see me casting the same spell over and over. Alright, that should be just about enough. I cast it around 20 times. And yeah, 1.5 billion, that should be just about enough. And now for the moment of truth. I just lightly tapped my joystick and I went all the way across the entire map. And way faster than you can ever fast travel. And now it's time for the slow fall. As you can see, my HUD just completely disappeared. I have no HUD whatsoever. I'm not even able to access my hotbar. I can't even pause the game, go to my map, anything. So be very warned and wary that when you do this, that your stuff will just completely cease to work. Another thing that I've come to find out is that once you stack all of the spells and then you go to absorb that spell, that yes, you will have your stats and stuff into the billion, but it only stays there for maybe 2-3 seconds. If you try to walk a foot or something, it's just gonna instantly, the stats will disappear. For example, if I go with a skeleton right here, and once I absorb him, if I was to walk away or something, all the stats would just completely disappear. That about sums it up for the end of this video. Showed you how to go super fast or jump super high, but yeah, that's just about the sum of it. So other than that, hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching. If this helped you at all, please leave a subscribe. That would help me out so tremendously well. Other than that, enjoy me flying into the abyss of Oblivion.